shot. Good shot. Good shot. Good shot.
Take him.
Come again. Come again.
Rolled him.
In the United States, the conflict between farm
Put another one in him.
Whoa! In the United States, the conflict between farmers and black bears has become a controversial issue. Let's explore this situation and the reasons behind the use of weapons in American agriculture. Farms in rural America are facing a growing challenge: the intrusion of black bears into cultivated land. It's estimated that about 30,000 incidents of black bears causing damage to farms are reported nationwide each year. A typical case occurred on a farm in the eastern United States, where nearly 50 acres of corn ready for harvest were destroyed in just 72 hours. The estimated damage amounted to nearly $60,000, including costs for seeds, fertilizer, labor, and expected profits. The farm owner recounted that the devastation happened quickly and unexpectedly. Despite efforts to protect the crops with a 6-foot-high electric fence, the bears still managed to find ways to get through. Security cameras captured over 20 instances of black bear activity in the area in just one night, demonstrating their intelligence and skill in accessing food sources. North American black bears, with their large size and agility, are one of the most damaging animals to corn farms. An adult bear can weigh between 300 to 350 pounds, equivalent to the weight of a small cow. When moving through cornfields in search of food, their weight easily breaks down corn stalks, creating large circular or oval-shaped areas of damage. Recent studies using drone technology have provided an overview of the extent of damage. Aerial images clearly show large swaths of flattened corn, forming complex patterns when viewed from above. This not only affects crop yields, but also causes significant economic losses for farmers. Particularly when bear families appear, usually consisting of a mother bear and 2 to 3 cubs, the level of damage can increase considerably. The presence of multiple bears simultaneously in an area not only causes greater crop damage, but also raises safety concerns for the local community. Faced with increasing damage caused by black bears, some farmers have turned to bear population control measures, including managed hunting. In some western U.S. states, black bear hunting has become a strictly regulated activity, combining agricultural protection with ecotourism purposes. The process of hunting black bears requires considerable patience and skill. Experts estimate that a typical bear hunt can last from 3 to 10 days, depending on terrain and weather conditions. Hunters often have to thoroughly survey large areas, including valleys and high mountains, to locate bear tracks and signs. The diverse terrain in hunting areas, ranging from easily accessible plains to dense forests and steep cliff faces, presents a significant challenge. This requires not only hunting skills, but also wilderness survival abilities. Black bear hunting in western U.S. is typically tightly managed, with hunting schedules that may change annually depending on various ecological and wildlife management factors, and recommend that hunters regularly update themselves with this information. Generally, the black bear hunting season in this region is often divided into two main periods: spring and fall. The spring hunting season typically begins in late winter or early spring, when bears start to become active again after hibernation. The fall hunting season usually takes place in late summer or early fall, when bears are actively searching for food to prepare for the upcoming winter. Each hunting period typically lasts from a few weeks to a month, depending on state regulations and the status of the bear population in the area.
You were high. Yeah, okay.
According to recent statistics from wildlife management agencies, the number of black bears permitted to be hunted each season usually ranges from 700 to 1,300, depending on population status and environmental factors. For example, in a western state famous for bear hunting, recent reports show that about 1,000 black bears were hunted in one season, with nearly half of that number hunted using rifles. Hunting permits are carefully issued, with specifically designated hunting areas, often focusing on mountainous regions and dense forests in the center of the state. Black bear hunting requires participants to be extremely cautious about their own safety. Black bears can be very aggressive, and hunters may be in danger if they approach them too closely. During the hunt, tracking bear signs plays a crucial role. A recent study on black bear behavior shows that, on average, an adult bear can leave about 5 to 7 scat marks within a 250-acre area each day. Experienced hunters are often able to detect and analyze about 60 to 70% of these signs, including scat, claw marks on trees, and footprints. Black bear hunting techniques require a combination of long-range observation skills and accuracy when approaching. To ensure accuracy and safety, hunters will try to approach their target within 50 to 80 yards before taking a shot. Thorough preparation is crucial to the success of a bear hunt. One of the most important decisions is choosing the right firearm. Preferred rifles must meet 2 main criteria: long-range capability and sufficient power to take down an adult bear. A typical bear hunting trip can last from 3 to 7 days, depending on terrain and weather conditions. Hunters need to prepare adequate supplies, including food, water, and specialized equipment. Noise-canceling headphones can increase the ability to detect animal sounds by up to 30%, while reducing the risk of hearing damage from gunfire by up to 95%. Teamwork is key in black bear hunting. Effective hunting groups usually consist of 2 to 5 members, each taking on specific roles such as navigation, tracking, or technical support. Additionally, group hunting not only increases the success rate by up to 60%, but also creates memorable experiences and strong bonds between members. Black bear hunting requires special skills and tactics. Hunters typically move slowly, about 0 to -5 miles per hour, using a low and slow technique to avoid detection. They utilize terrain, vegetation, and wind's direction to approach their target. When nearing a black bear's position, hunters need to remain silent and patient, waiting for the best moment to shoot. In some hunting areas in the United States, the use of hunting dogs for black bear hunting is permitted and considered an effective method. Regulations on the number of hunting dogs can vary between states, usually ranging from 2 to 6 dogs. These dogs are typically trained to tree bears, allowing hunters to approach safely and accurately. Using hunting dogs for black bear hunting requires thorough preparation and the application of modern technology. Dog training experts usually implement a comprehensive training program, lasting 6 to 12 months before each hunting season. This program focuses on developing endurance, climbing ability, and tracking skills in complex forest and mountain environments. Professional hunters use electronic tracking devices for their dogs. These devices, often integrating GPS and satellite data transmission technology, allow tracking of the dog's positions over a wide area. Additionally, GPS devices not only help accurately locate bear activity areas, but also ensure the safety of hunting dogs. Statistics show that the rate of hunting dogs getting lost or endangered has decreased by over 60% since the widespread adoption of this technology. Black bear hunting remains a controversial topic in many communities. Some animal and environmental protection groups oppose it, arguing that it can lead to overexploitation and commercialization of wildlife. In some Western U.S., illegal trade in black bear parts can result in severe penalties. The maximum fine for this offense can be up to $150,000, along with imprisonment. In the debate over managing conflicts between humans and wild black bears, one proposed idea is the use of non-harmful protective fences. These measures aim not only to prevent crop damage, but also to achieve the long-term goal of maintaining ecological balance. The process of setting up an electric fence requires meticulous attention to detail and high technical expertise. Starting with the installation of metal posts, about 50 to 100 posts are driven into the ground at least 2 feet deep. The installation of electrical wires, typically 12 gauge, needs to be done carefully to withstand tension up to 200 pounds. The most crucial part is integrating the electrical system, including a controller capable of generating electrical pulses from 5,000 to 10,000 volts, and a power source, usually a 12 volts 100 watts solar panel, to ensure continuous operation for 24 hours. Finally, thorough testing and calibration are performed, ensuring the fence is effective enough to prevent 95% of wildlife intrusions while remaining environmentally safe with a voltage below 20 mA. Do you have any better ideas for controlling the wild bear population? Please comment your thoughts below the video. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Please help us with a like and subscribe to support our channel. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.
Back in 1992, black bears in the United States were on the verge of disappearing. Yet, thanks to their incredible ability to adapt, they've made a remarkable comeback. Today, their population has bounced back to an estimated 700,000, with most of them roaming throughout North America. But this recovery hasn't come without challenges. As their numbers continue to climb, black bears have become a serious problem for farmers, property owners, and even public safety. Each year, the damage they cause is estimated at nearly $150 million, hitting states like Florida, Texas, and Michigan especially hard. To address this growing issue, hunters and wildlife managers have turned to a mix of traditional practices and modern techniques to keep the population under control. Black bear hunting with bows and arrows is one of the oldest traditions in North America. Rooted in Native American culture, this method was once essential for survival, providing food, tools, and clothing. Over time, it evolved into a practice that today's hunters still value, not just for the challenge, but for the deep connection it offers to history and the outdoors. Success in bow hunting depends heavily on location and timing. Dense forests, rugged mountains, and the edges of farmland provide the cover hunters need for close encounters. State laws, bear movement patterns, and seasonal habits all influence the hunt. Most bow hunts take place in the spring and fall, when bears are most active, with the best opportunities often coming at sunrise or just before dusk. A successful bow hunt takes patience, planning, and precision. It begins with scouting. Hunters focus on areas known for strong bear populations, often heading to public lands like national forests or state-managed wildlife areas. Trail cameras, tracks, claw marks, and even overturned logs provide valuable clues about a bear's presence. Because bears have an extraordinary sense of smell, scent control is critical. Just as important is the ability to move silently, blending into the environment without alerting the animal. When the moment comes and a bear steps within 20 to 40 yards, accuracy is everything. The goal is a clean, ethical shot aimed at the vital organs just behind the shoulder. Achieving this requires steady breathing, unwavering concentration, and a smooth release of the arrow. After the shot, hunters typically wait 30 minutes to an hour before beginning the recovery, carefully following the blood trail until the bear is located and confirmed. Bow hunting is far more than just a way to manage wildlife. It's an experience that draws hunters closer to nature. Success depends on patience, stealth, and the ability to blend into the wilderness, creating an intimate connection with the land and its rhythms. For many, it's also about honoring tradition, carrying forward practices that trace back centuries. Within the bow hunting community, values like ethics, sustainability, and respect for both the animal and the environment are at the heart of the pursuit. At the same time, rifle hunting for black bears remains a widely practiced method. Rifles offer hunters range and stopping power, making it possible to take precise shots from much farther distances. But the hunt doesn't begin at the trigger. It starts with preparation. Hunters are required to secure the right licenses and permits, follow state-specific regulations, and equip themselves with firearms suited for big game. Among the most trusted calibers are the .30-06, .338, and .300 Win Mag, each prized for its balance of accuracy and power. Just like in bow hunting, scouting is essential for rifle hunters. Signs such as tracks, scat, and claw marks help pinpoint areas where bears are most active. When it's time to take the shot, composure is everything. The steady breath, careful aim, and smooth trigger pull often determine the outcome. After the shot, hunters typically pause before beginning the recovery, tracking the blood trail with patience and readiness for a possible follow-up. Yet, black bear hunting is not without controversy. While it carries a long history and cultural importance, it also draws criticism from animal rights advocates and others who argue for non-lethal methods of population control. On top of that, illegal poaching during hunting seasons adds to the challenge of managing bear populations. In regions like the Appalachian Mountains, where enforcement is difficult, this issue has become especially concerning for wildlife officials. The debate over black bear hunting is far from settled. Supporters believe it plays a crucial role in balancing ecosystems and reducing conflicts between bears and human communities. Opponents, however, call for non-lethal alternatives, questioning the ethics of the practice. What remains undeniable is that hunting, whether done with bows or rifles, holds deep cultural significance while also carrying environmental impacts that continue to influence wildlife management across the United States.